Our next order of business is the ICC Chief Executive Officer Report presented by Dominic Sims. Dominic?
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the Board of Directors, ICC members, partners, and guests. Just to go off script a little bit, I would like to thank Cashel Chevy and all of our previous Secretary Treasurers. It's probably the toughest job on the Board of Directors next to President. So thank you, Cash, for an excellent report this year. This year, I'm pleased again to report that the International Code Council is delivering on strong performance. The Code Council is experiencing positive growth across nearly all of our lines of business. We continue to achieve success because of the thoughtful policy leadership of our Board of Directors, the dedicated work of our staff, the compelling mission of ICC, and the commitment to building safety of our members like you. With your effort, your support, we have achieved many of our goals since last year, and some of them really do bear repeating. First and foremost, I want to congratulate ICC on launching CDP Access, our cloud-based code development system. This system will carry us well into the future and will change the face of code development. You know, CDP Access represents the single largest program investment that ICC has made since its consolidation. And on top of that, we managed to do a few other remarkable things this past year. We conducted 3 very important roundtables on fire safety, the code adoption cycle, and the future of code officials. We partnered with the National Association of Home Builders and the kitchen and bath industry in helping to support Design and Construction Week. We partnered with the CSA on rainwater collection standards. We partnered with ASHRAE NAHB on the development of the 2015 ICC 700, the National Green Building Standard for residential construction. We've re-engineered our training program to include a new professional development council focused on core premium training, and we'll be rolling out our preferred provider network, which is aimed at helping private providers as well as chapters in delivering training across the United States. We've also made substantial improvements in ES, certifying new products to the Energy Star program. ES was awarded the Award of Excellence by the Western Seismic Policy Safety Council for their work in seismic issues. We've reached agreement with CSTB to help PMG manufacturers in Europe. And most importantly, I think, we've rolled out Connect Plus customer service, thanks to Shaheen and his leadership with the ICC staff, to make sure that customers' needs are met and addressed as they're seeking ES accreditation. Likewise, in IAS, we've made substantial progress. We've rolled out training for management training certification, continued to grow the building department accreditation program. We've increased training for special inspection agencies, and we've increased the number of labs accredited, including Kuwait, China, Jordan, Dubai, Bahrain, and Mexico. We rolled out successful Building Safety Week this year. And I want to take a moment just to thank the principal sponsors of Building Safety Month, the American Gas Association, the Portland Cement Association, the American Wood Council, and LIUNA. We had record participation in Building Safety Month this year. And lastly, regarding Building Safety Month, I think we have to thank our friends at FEMA, who once again helped us secure a presidential proclamation, which talk about raising the profile. Presidential proclamations, which we've received the last 4 years, have done more to raise the awareness in this country about building safety than almost any single other issue. Just a few more items I want to mention real quickly. This year we rolled out the 2015 family of codes with the exception of the IGCC, and we did something even more remarkable. We rolled out the codes at the same time we began to roll out the support products and services. That's a milestone for ICC, and it's thanks to the hard work of our dedicated staff. GR had a number of key successes this year, including a big win in Louisiana. Last month, the governor of Louisiana signed legislation to replace the Louisiana Plumbing Code with the adoption of the IPC. We celebrated the Americans with Disabilities Act, and as you know, ICC A117 is a key component and supports the Americans with Disabilities Act. We've made progress in growing our high school technical training program. We reached a landmark agreement with ASHRAE, AIA, IES, and the USGBC for the joint development of the 2018 IGCC. And perhaps the item that I am most proud of personally was the opening of our Western Regional Office. For any of you that have seen or traveled to our old Western Regional Office, you know it was a little bit tired. Now our staff can enjoy a modern facility in a productive environment, and I want to thank them for their patience with us. But all of this, every bit of it, couldn't have been achieved without, as Steve said, a loyal and dedicated team. And my team is made up of John Belsick, and John, if you'd stand, Mark Johnson, Michael Gardner, our other senior vice presidents, and all of the ICC staff, which I'd like you to all stand, please. I think I probably say this every year, but it really, from my perspective, is about their dedicated and hard work. And I have to tell you, each and every day they're at ICC, they're there working for you. You know, there's often times when I leave the office at 5 or 5:30, and I'll drive by later on, there's still staff in the parking lot. Where do you get that kind of dedication and loyalty? So I want to thank them, because none of these achievements would have been possible without them. We have two new members, though, that I want to introduce real quickly. Amy Moultrie, a new executive assistant. Amy, why don't you stand up, please? And a gentleman who has some pretty big shoes to fill, no pun intended, here in Florida and Georgia, the newest member of the ICC Government Relations team, Tom Allen. Tom, where are you at? Hold on, buddy. Another thing that I think bears mentioning is the work that the ICC board put into updating your strategic plan. Last year, the 2023 effort was led by Guy Tomberlin, produced remarkable results in terms of recommendations on what ICC needed to do to move forward. Those recommendations have been incorporated into 2020 Vision, ICC's newer, more viable strategic plan to ensure long-term growth and health of our association. You should have a copy of that report, that plan, in your registration package, and I'd highly encourage you to read it at your pleasure. The plan addresses business growth, core business, customer value, policy and thought leadership, social responsibility, and visibility. This plan will guide us well into the future. The underlying element of the plan is a new framework for developing the international codes. While CDP access is expected to significantly increase member participation in the ICC process, the fact remains that the size and scope and scale of the ICC family of codes has far exceeded our original expectations. Our new partnership model will help ICC increase consensus and reduce some of the risk associated with our code development efforts. I look forward to working with the board, our members, our partners, and all stakeholders to ensure the continued success of the International Code Council over the next year. I hope you enjoy the conference, and please, if you have any questions for staff, we're always available. We're the folks with the little green badge on the bottom of our name badge. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Dominic. Congratulations on a very successful year as your first as our Chief Executive Officer. For your review, reports from the ICC Evaluation Service and the International Accreditation Service are posted on the ICC website as part of the ICC Annual Report. I encourage you to peruse the reports to learn more about how the subsidiaries support the ICC, our members, and the construction industry as a whole.